Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So as you can see, Lexi's not here with me today. Today I'm going to be sharing my testimony of faith with you. I know it's not really a popular thing, but I just thought I would do it because it's something I've been wanting to kind of film for a while and like put it out there. Many of my friends know, but it's just something that I think is really personally important to share with people. And yeah, so I'm going to share that with you guys. So if you didn't know, I'm Christian, or I guess you could call it that, but I follow Jesus, and so here's kind of my testimony. I'm going to be reading it off this because it's kind of, I don't want to forget anything. I can tell you like off of the top of my head, but I don't want to forget anything, so because it's really important to me, so I write it down. And so this is before I came to New Christ. So if you didn't know, I'm from Kansas, and I moved here when I was in the 2nd grade, but I grew up going to church. My friend's family would pick me up on Wednesday nights and take me and stuff, and I just went, and I thought it was kind of fun, a fun thing to do. First Baptist Church of Augusta, Kansas. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I just knew it was a Baptist church. And and I moved to Oklahoma in 2012, and my grandpa died. And that was really hard because I grew up being really close to him. And after that, I was just kind of lost, and I didn't really know what I was doing. Like, I just remember, like, when he was sick, like, getting on my knees, like, crying to God, like, for help. Like, I didn't know what to do. Like, I didn't even know if I was, like, praying to a God at the time. Like, I was just like, please help my grandpa. Like, and that was kind of hard because my grandpa had passed away, and I was like, why, God? Like, why would you let that happen? And after he passed away, I was just kind of going with the flow of things in life, and I really was just trying to fit in. I wasn't, like, trying to find God. I was just trying to find my worth in other things in life. So a couple years passed, still kind of, going with the flow. 6th grade hits, right? Okay. Going to middle school, kind of tough, There was this thing they had at lunch, and it was called CYC. So I was like, everyone's going, all my friends are going, like, why not go? So I started going, and it's kind of like a club if you have like FCA at your school or something like that. But it just stood for Christian Youth Club. It was in the 6th grade, and you would just go like once a week at lunch, and they would do like a little devotional, and then you like hung out and stuff. So I'd say about another year passed, and this is the 7th grade, okay? So at the middle school I went to, there was a church that was like right by it, okay? Still go to that church. It's my home church right now, and hopefully for the rest of my life. But after school on Wednesdays, you could walk over and go to this thing that they called Open Gym. You can kind of go and hang out with your friends, and then afterwards you can go to Wednesday service and listen about God and stuff from a youth pastor and stuff. And I just thought that was kind of the thing to do because everyone started going. There was tons of people. Like, the youth group grew like really big when I started going in the 7th grade. And I was just kind of going to hang out with people. I wasn't really going for the right reasons at all. I was one of those people who wasn't going for the right reasons. I'll admit that. And came around this is 7th grade I'm still talking about, and there's this thing called Impact Weekend, or it might be called like D-Now Weekend at your place or whatever, your church. It's just kind of like a little, like a home retreat for your church, basically. And so I went to that, right? Okay. And so I went to that, and that really changed my perspective on a lot of things. I still really wasn't where my head needed to be, but then I just kind of started realizing, like, little by little, there were things I shouldn't be doing. Not terrible things, but things that God would not approve of, so obviously they're not good at all, like cussing or hanging out with, like, the wrong people that I shouldn't be hanging out with, because that's not what He has called me to do. So, anyways, back at Impact, okay? I got saved, right? After that, after I went to the altar, I was like, I knew, like, in my heart that that's what I needed to do, was go and be saved and stuff, but there wasn't an outward change. Like, I didn't have a stake in the ground moment. Like, there was no change. So I knew that I accepted Jesus as my Savior, but I wasn't doing anything with my faith. I was just kind of being like one of those things that they call a lukewarm Christian, and you weren't really doing anything about your faith. You were just kind of just saying like, oh, I follow God, but I'm not going to do this and stuff. Like, of course, you're still going to sin and you're still going to mess up, but I wasn't trying at all. I was just, you know. And so then I went to a camp called Super Summer, and this is where everything changed for me. That's when I had my stake in the ground moment, and I was like, I am done with that. I am following God. Like, this, Brie, you have to stop. So I went to Super Summer, the year going into the 8th grade, and I met some really amazing people from across the state. They really changed my perspective on a lot of things. Really great camp to go to. And that summer just kind of, that summer I went through a lot of things. I felt very lonely, and I was trying to, you know, like, I just jumped, like, right into my faith, and I was like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I went, and I had that stake in the ground moment, but then I was like, what am I supposed to do? And I was, like, still going to church and stuff, and I just wasn't sure what to do with my faith, right? So I knew I needed to make a change, but I didn't know what that change was still. So 8th grade comes, I wasn't where I needed to be at all. I was surrounding myself with things that were bringing me down all the time, and it just wasn't a good influence on me. It had nothing to do with whatever I was surrounding myself with. It's just stuff I didn't need to be doing, like listening to certain music and talking about certain people and hanging out with a certain people, and it was just toxic and it wasn't good. And I thought 8th grade was like a really good year, like friends wise. Like, I had a lot of fun, but I was like, oh my gosh, this is so bad. So end of the 8th grade comes around, right? And I start kind of realizing like who my friends are and what I need to be doing in life, okay? So that happens, okay? And then summer going into 9th grade, okay? This is where everything happens. This is the beginning of 9th grade. Like, I'm just on fire for God right now, okay? So at the beginning of summer, I go to Super Summer. I meet these really amazing girls, okay? Their names are Jenna and Alexis, and they're my Super Summer sisters. And that week, I really dove in with my family. We had a lot of fun, Super Summer family or whatever. We had a lot of fun, and those people really helped me get me on track to where I need to be in life and what I need to be doing. So, beginning of 9th grade, okay? So, a lot of stuff is going on, okay? So, like, if you haven't heard me say, like, September 2018 sucked. It sucked, okay? I was going through a lot, man. My grandma was really hurt, and she almost went to a nursing home, and that was really hard. One of my friends was going something through really hard that no one should ever have to go through at all. And to even top it off, on my birthday, I had mono for the second time. I was sick for a whole week on my birthday. I sat in home and slept. And as much as you guys think that's fun, and missing school for a whole week is really, like, it's not fun, okay? It's not. And so that happened, and I was just like, what am I supposed to do? Like, this is not, I don't know what am I doing with my life right now, okay? And a lot of stuff happened. I realized that I wasn't doing what I was needing to be doing, okay? And mind you, I'm still going to church on Wednesdays and everything, and I'm still, you know. And then I started realizing, like, what I needed to do, and a lot of stuff happened at the beginning of freshman year that really hurt me and changed me in so many ways. If most people don't know, like, I stopped cussing, and I used to be, like, I wasn't terrible at it, but I used to do it more than I should have. And I always said, like, oh, I'm going to stop. Yeah. No, never did it, because I never knew, like, why I needed to stop. I just always thought it was bad. And then I got to the point of where I knew it was bad. I was just like, Brie, you have to stop. Like, you have to stop. So me and a friend kept each other accountable, and we helped each other with that. Because I was like, the words that I'm saying are the outflow of my heart. And what does that say about my heart if I'm doing that? And I don't want other people to think that about me, okay? So I stopped, okay? And after that, I was just like, Bree, like, you have to own your faith. You have to know that you're going to make mistakes and it's going to happen. And now I'm so much better off in life right now. I've never been more happier with who I am as a person, even if I am different from other people, because I don't say what they do or I don't do what they do. I don't listen to the kind of music everyone else listens to, and I have nothing against them at all. But I'm different and I'm fine with that. That's just how I am now, and that's just me as a person. And so that's my testimony of faith. If you have questions, you can comment down below. Right now, this is kind of like my all-time favorite verse right now, and it's Psalm 119:50, and it says, "My comfort in my suffering is this, that your promise preserves my life." And right now, that just really helps, because like everything that I look back that I've been through in my life, and just at all, or when I see things happening to people, is like God has a bigger purpose for you, no matter what it is, and that His promise is always, God doesn't change. He's the same yesterday, today, tomorrow, and forever. And that, I don't know what else beats that. I don't think anything will and ever will. But that's my testimony of faith. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, or if you would like more videos kind of like this about my faith, or just anything to do with that. Make sure you like and subscribe, or whatever. Oh, and Lacey and I wanted to say thanks for over 1,500 views on the yoga challenge. We never expected that to kind of like blow up really big. So thank you guys, and we'll see you next week. Bye.